Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So this is the first video in our series of reading audiobooks without telling my girlfriend or my fiance about them. So quick introductions. I'm Tommy. Let's meet our other cast members. First up we have Mittens. Say hi. We love her. And next up we have Jessica. They're a little squirmish today, but they're so sweet. Do you want to crawl? Okay, well, we'll let them go. Anyway, so I'm sure you're waiting for the big reveal. The first book I'm reading is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. So, if you're wondering why I chose that, it's because when I downloaded the Libby app and signed in and everything, that was one of the first books that showed up on audiobook that was, available right away, and so I just went for it. What I knew going in is it's a book by John Green, whom I listen to on YouTube and Spotify, and he wrote it. And they're making it into a movie, so I figured it'd be a good thing to watch or to listen to. So, my first initial impressions were they started off kind of disappointing. It was disappointing right off the bat when it wasn't John who was reading it. I just assumed it was going to be him, but it was not. It's some other lady. I don't know who this lady is or why she is reading it, but it's her. So there's that I gotta deal with. I don't know. Also, she talks really fast. I got this thing on like slow. I think I had it started on like 0.8 speed. I'm up to like 0.9 or 0.95 speed now, but it's complex. Let's see. So we've got this girl. Don't ask me her name. It's a struggle. We got this girl, and she has. She's an anxious kitty. All right. I deal with anxiousness a lot. Who knows what else going on up there? Well, hopefully the doctors will be able to figure out sometime. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, well, her doctors are trying to figure it out too and putting her on pills, but she doesn't want to take them. But that's later on in the book. Yeah, so she deals with mental stuff, and that's kind of relatable to me, but that kind of makes me more stressed. I don't know. Basically, she has a friend, and also this takes place in Indianapolis, which is where my fiance went to, she went to high school there, and we spent some time there when we were long distance. So that was, it's fun to hear her hear the book reference landmarks there, and talk about it. That's also where the author John Green lives. So that's pretty fun. Let's think about other stuff. They go to, I believe it's Applebee's a lot. We love a nice restaurant. But basically, I think the crux of this movie is there's this billionaire, and he goes missing mysteriously in the night. Ooh, intrigue, you know what I'm saying? And, there's a big reward for trying to figure out where he went. So, the main character and her friend try, figuring out where he went to try and solve the reward. But plot twist, she befriends the son of the guy who went missing. And is there gonna be a romance? We don't know. I'm not that far into the book. I should probably have checked beforehand. Please pause one moment while I check. So I am on chapter 10, which is 20% of the way done. And, so she has, expressed a romantic interest in this boy. But the boy doesn't really want her to, track down the father. because he doesn't really want the father to come back because he hasn't really been the best of fathers, so he thinks they're better off without him. Excuse me. Uh, so I don't really know where this book is going. I hope there's more to do with turtles. I think there were subtle references to turtles earlier in the book when they were in a canoe, but there weren't too many references to it. I kind of hope there's more turtles. I do like turtles, but maybe in the movie we'll get to see some turtles. It's hard to say with how deep it goes, but so far it's a book. I will continue updating you guys with my progress as we go along, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy the content. Okay, so I apologize for the, not great scenery here, but I'm sitting in my car. My fiance thinks I am installing floor mats, which I just did, but, well, she doesn't know that it doesn't take that long. So I recently finished up reading Turtles All the Way Down, and, it went okay. It wasn't, the most exciting thing I've ever really experienced. It was fine. So I do like how the turtles thing was incorporated. I was hoping for actual turtles. That would have been fun, but the way they did it I thought was pretty good. And I know John Green has had a lot of mental health issues throughout his time, and I feel like this book really helped express that, if that makes sense. I've been dealing with different mental health stuff than the character in this book, but it's interesting to get their perspective on the world and see what they're going through, and how that just how that compares to what I'm going through. It's interesting to get that kind of perspective out of it. It it's also interesting just hearing about all the places in Indianapolis that I've been to and my fiance live near. And yeah, still disappointing it wasn't by John Green, but yeah, I don't want to make a Goodreads account of interfering with the scoring stuff, because it's very important to my fiance with how people choose books, and they're at the bookstore deciding if they should read a book. They look at the rating and so on. So I don't really want to mess with it, but I'd say I probably give that book 3 stars, if you will. A side note is I don't really like the out of 5-star system. I much rather prefer a out of 10 system with 1 decimal precision, but I am mainly doing this for her, so it's what my fiance really prefers. So yeah, I guess overall in the book, my main gripe is that the ending just sort of happened and felt kind of forced. I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite, and I guess I was hoping for more of a mystery out of it by the way the book was set up about, oh no, a missing million or billionaire. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with the money? It and it just kind of turned out to be a nothing mystery. I don't know. It. I guess the mystery element just kind of disappointed me because that's something I've been enjoying in films a lot recently, and also TV shows. So I wish that would have been a bit better, but I guess story wise it was all right, and yeah. So those I guess were my concluding thoughts on Turtles All the Way Down, and yeah. So stay tuned to hear my thoughts on my next book. So thanks for watching.